Hola,
Hola,
me llamo Diane Morris y este es mi esposo.
my name's Owen Morris. I am Diane's husband. Diane is my wife.
And I just said that, but Owen does not understand Spanish and I don't speak it very well either. So I think we will continue in English for all of our benefits.
Good idea, Diane.
Anyway, a couple of years ago, Owen and I had the idea to bring a music festival to Montezuma. So the first person we asked for advice was our good friend and your teacher,
And your good friend.
Stuart Miller. Stuart has asked us to make this video to tell you where we are now and how you can help us.
Make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen. And I'm not going to sing either. So no Spanish, no singing.
Phew.
First, who are we anyway? Well, Owen here is a record producer of some repute, both here in the UK and abroad. In fact, some of you may already be familiar with some of his more successful work.
And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall.
And I am the brains behind the operation.
And I am the beauty.
And I am the brains behind the operation. I work full-time as an independent financial advisor, although I really consider myself more a part-time dreamer. Owen and I currently live in Edinburgh, the capital city of Scotland. Scotland, as you may or may not know, is famous for its
Whiskey, bagpipes, Braveheart, but most importantly of all, Mr. Stuart Miller. Freedom!
indeed.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
Owen, on the other hand, is from a different part of the UK. Owen is from Wales, and I'm sure the Welsh must be famous for something.
The Welsh are famous for rugby, singing, coal mining, and we have the best flag in the world, the Red Dragon. Iechyd da. Diane is not from the UK at all, or possibly even this planet.
No, I come from Los Angeles in California, where we have some of the best beaches in the world, although probably not as good as yours. But we do have the Beach Boys.
And Californian girls.
That's me.
West farmers' daughters, they all make you feel alright. And the northern girls, with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I wish they all could be girls.
So, Diane, why Costa Rica?
Because, Owen, in less than 2 years, we are moving to Montezuma to make it our permanent home on the Pura Vida Road, not far from our dear friend,
Mr. Stuart Miller. Freedom!
Freedom!
But that's enough about us.
Let's talk about the festival.
So, Diane really is the brains and the beauty behind this project. So, over to Diane.
Thank you, Owen. Firstly, I'd like to say that Owen and I are both very excited about working with you and Futuro Verde on this project.
So, why should the students want to help?
You mean what's in it for them?
I guess so.
Well, I'm sure Stuart has a lot to say about that. But in short, you have an opportunity to combine your classroom education with an actual live business project.
Yeah, putting together a massive event, hopefully. Learning so much about all the different aspects that are involved in putting this together.
Basically creating and managing a project from start to finish.
It's pretty cool.
Or a business plan.
And we all get backstage passes.
And access to the VIP lounge.
Most importantly.
So the second half of this video, I'm going to need to convey a lot of information to you that you're going to need to start the process. The outcome of this, which I'll call stage 1 of the project, is to create a business plan, a document, something that shows everything we've researched, the answers to the questions we have, at the end of which we will know, can this festival happen?
How to make
planned?
it happen.
Gonna make it happen.
How to make it happen.
Sorry, I promised I wouldn't sing
No.
anymore. Anyway, I think I already said there's a lot of information to convey. I'm going to read a lot from my notes. I'm pretty sure that Stuart has already taken copies of these notes, but whatever you pick up from here will be good. We intend for this to be something to get you thinking, to get some ideas out, ideally for you to create a list of questions that you can then come back to us, maybe with Stuart, and we will answer all of your questions. And finally, before I launch into the rest, a very important point that Owen and I both agree on. We don't see right now a limit to your participation. Right now, the feasibility study is going to tell us, can this happen? If it does happen, we would like ideas. Creative ideas, involvement at whatever level that you would want to be involved, working the festival.
Ideas for the festival.
Sourcing business partners, vendors. It's really limitless. There's a lot of things this festival can encompass, and we hope that you will enjoy coming on the ride with us.
Ooh.
Okay. I intended these to be short bullet points, but they might not be. And Owen, please interject at any time.
Just say your thing.
As if I could stop you. Right. First of all.
What? Sorry.
Dates. Provisionally, we are considering the second weekend in March 2020. The reason for that being it falls in between a big American festival and the start of the Lollapalooza festivals in Chile, Argentina, and Brazil.
So it's on the tour route for bands.
So on the tour route, it also falls the week before the Envision Festival, which you've probably heard of. So anybody who comes to the big festival may want to then go on to a smaller festival. Second, and this is a really important point, this festival is not for profit. And by that I mean not for personal profit or commercial profit. That doesn't mean we don't want to make money. We want to make a lot of money from this festival. The purpose of it is for good causes in Costa Rica.
Like your school?
Like Futuro Verde, other schools, charities, environmental causes.
Things deserving help.
Yes, things that need money, and we think this festival can make enough money to make a difference.
Cool.
Second, we have a site, a potential festival site, which is Parque Viva in San Jose, just outside San Jose. This is also important because we have not got to attract money up front. We haven't got to ask investors for money. We can't because we're not giving them anything back.
It's a ready-made venue stroke facility that's big enough to accommodate 30,000 festival goers.
There also has been a festival on the site. In 2012, there was Festival Imperial on the same site, but before the site became Parque Viva. 30,000 tickets were sold. The ticket price was $110, and they had 30 bands playing, international acts such as Sting, Bjork, Maroon 5. And they also had a Battle of the Bands competition locally for 10 local Costa Rican bands to play in the festival. So it's been done. The problem was it lost money. And the reason it lost money is because it was put on by a drinks company, it was for profit. When the musicians learn it's for profit.
Or run by a corporate company.
Where it's going to put money in other people's pockets.
Bands charge more.
Yeah, they jack their prices up.
And we know this
they
for
charge
a fact.
More. We do know this for a fact. So we have a site. The manager of the site is a man called Gato Jimenez Victory.
He's a fantastic, very clever man.
Very knowledgeable and very well connected.
Totally professionally works on all the big tours and festivals in the USA and South America. He's the manager of Parque Viva.
And we believe that you will probably be in touch with him.
You should meet Gato and get involved. Ask him what he thinks you need to know and what,
Yeah, we hope in a few years some of you will be working for them or part of the organization. We will be providing a link to a video. Owen has visited the site on a couple of occasions and spent time with Gato, and he has made a video.
Showing around the site. I mean, it's quite a big site, all the different bits. There's also a racetrack that goes around it.
Which maybe...
We had an idea.
Yeah, we have a lot of ideas, and hopefully you're going to be able to tell us if some of these ideas are good and some of them are not so good, and you will have ideas of your own. So that's enough about Parque Viva right now. We know the capacity, though. We know 30,000 people can be on that site. Our target number is going to be 30,000 because we know it's been done. We are thinking 20,000 tickets at $300 a ticket, and a further 10,000 for locals only at $150 a ticket. Okay, this is provisional.
And this is for a 3-day festival, yeah?
2.5, 2 nights.
Oh, right. Okay.
2 nights, Friday night, Saturday night. And based on that, ticket sale revenue alone would be $7.5 million. Gatto has told us that the festival in 2012 cost $4 million because the artist charged double. He feels that we could put it on for less than $4 million.
Yeah, the artist costs and all the...
Yeah.
Anyway, don't...
Which there's a clear profit opportunity here and enough money
to be made
to make
for the
a
good
difference.
causes.
Enough money to make a difference.
And
Okay.
we all have a great time,
Well, yes. Well, yes, obviously.
hopefully.
There's a permanent stage that can have about 18,000 at one time. There is room for 3 more stages, we are told. There's also the Colby Exhibition Center with a capacity of 11,000, which we think we would use for food, craft beer,
Indoor events.
craft beer festival, tourism,
Stuff.
just stuff like trade fair, eco, tourism.
And if it rains, we all go in there.
Exactly. There would be, yeah, there are roofs.
Yeah. It won't rain.
The car park, there's a very large car park with room for about 6,000 cars. We don't want any cars. We want no cars.
I want a car. No, it's okay.
We want no cars. One of the reasons we already know it is terrible trying to get there by car. And I have read a lot of complaints. I've read complaints that one of the things, if there's a big concert on at Parque Viva, it's terrible trying to get there and back.
Yeah, well, we went the way from Alajuela, but the way from the 27, that road does need developing, but they are, because they want buses to go there. We need buses in and out, basically.
We think that the city, that San Jose, would provide infrastructure in the shape of shuttle buses, but this is something for you to find out, because this is important. I think no cars would be great. Would just be a good thing to do. The whole purpose is let's make this green and zero carbon footprint.
Yeah, and make it easy for people to get in, because Parque Viva is very close to San Jose's main airport.
Yes.
It's 10 miles away, if that. So we need to get people in to the festival site easily.
And out again.
And have room for them to all camp for the weekend, or accommodation in local hotels.
More on that later. Coming to that.
Sorry.
He's way ahead of me.
Sí, mi amor.
The most important words of Spanish he has ever learned.
Sí, mi amor.
The other thing about the car park is we could use that space for a global village, other vendors. We even talked about maybe bringing in a lot of sand and portable swimming pools and having a recreation area.
A mini Costa Rican beach.
A mini beach, because the only thing this festival doesn't have is a beach, so let's make one.
Maybe.
So what's the cost of sand and portable pools? Well, this is something we need to know.
There's a lot of stuff. We could have a volcano there as well.
And a volcano, well, yeah, okay. The site has existing infrastructure, its own security, permanent toilets. Everybody hates portable toilets. It has a food court. It has a VIP lounge. That's for us. That's for all of us, right? Backstage dressing rooms and showers. And according to Owen, the actual main stage, you said...
It's brilliant. It's brilliant, but you can see all this in my long-form video.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Gatto showing me around. But you go and visit Parque Viva as well, or some of you should go, and have a look and talk to Gatto.
Okay.
He's a nice guy.
So,
I like Gatto.
here's what we need from you. Stage 1, I've called logistical feasibility. Mm-hmm. For example, how many people can arrive in Costa Rica by air? Consider both airports, the main in San Jose and the airport in Liberia.
That's a long way away from, well, whatever.
Well, no, because nobody's going to come for one weekend, apart from locals.
Americans might. People do,
Yeah.
whatever.
Can I just say, we want to attract more Europeans than Americans. But it's just a preference. Basically, whoever's willing to pay the ticket price can attend. But we hope to speak to KLM, who is considered the greenest airline and who has recently introduced non-stop flights from Amsterdam to San Jose.
So Air France and British Airways.
British Airways has a non-stop flight. United has several flights. But again, these are things for you to figure out. We don't think we can get 20,000 in one day. We also have to consider the size of the musicians, crews. So this is something that's important. How many people can get there? And I would consider a 2-week window, because anybody coming from Europe will spend
stay.
at least a week, possibly 2.
It's Costa Rica. They won't want to leave.
And Europeans, we get long holidays, not like Americans who only get 2 weeks. We get 4 and 5 weeks holiday a year.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah, Americans.
I
are
work every day.
He works no days.
Anyway.
How to get the people to the festival? How many will stay in hotels? How many will want to camp? There is a lot of land around Parque Viva, and we do know that the farmers will rent the land. So camping is something we want to discuss. And if there's camping, how do we get water, toilets, tents? Do they bring their own tents? Do we get locals to make tents? Do we do glamping? Glamping is a combination of the word camping with glamour. It's meant to imply comfortable camping, like something I would camp in.
That's called a hotel. Anyway.
Yes, that's true.
Anyway, but all these sort of things.
Yeah, so how many people...
Gato is...
Yes. So...
We'll tell you where to go and what
how to get
fingers
people to Costa Rica, how to get them to the site, how to accommodate them.
Feed them, water them.
Yep. Then, are there local rules and regulations that apply? So you'll need to talk to local government. Are there any permits that we need? And if so, what are they? How do we apply? How much do they cost? How many hotels are within shuttle distance? In other words, would the hotels provide shuttles?
Yeah, how many rooms there are?
How many rooms? And will any hotels participate in the festival? A lot of festivals make money from the local hotels. For the bookings, will contribute some of the profit to the festival
and the
itself.
Hotels want the business.
They do. They do. So those are some of the things that we need right away. Can this happen? Can we get 20,000 people to San Jose?
In and out.
In and out. We know we can get 30,000 to the site because it's been done before. But what hasn't been done is 20,000 people coming into Costa Rica in a very small period of time.
Spending their money in Costa Rica.
Spending their money in Costa Rica, but the money not leaving Costa Rica.
Yeah. And this all makes it real, as Diane said, for promoters, agents, international acts.
That's an important consideration. Gato considers himself a partner in this festival now, which...
He wants it to happen.
He wants it to happen. He wants to put his venue on the map. It's the Parque Viva is Gato's baby. He created, he
helped design it.
Yes.
It's paid for by the company that owns the national newspaper.
The owner of the site is La Nación, which we
So
think...
they own the paper, radio stations, TV stations?
Yes.
I don't know exactly.
And for all of you, think of this. This is an opportunity for you to start talking to a lot of people. These are people who will be giving you future jobs. So kind of, you know, don't look at just the numbers, look at everything going forward. We're really excited to work with students on this because it just feels the right thing to do, and we think that you'll enjoy it. We just have to make sure that this festival actually happens.
You got to make it happen.
Gonna make it happen. And that's the third time I said I wouldn't sing.
In summary.
In summary, thank you for watching.
Gracias.
Tired.
No, it's okay.
We hope that this video has been useful, and we invite questions from all of you so that we can continue to develop an ongoing dialogue with a view to completing the festival business plan, which is stage 1 of the Pura Vida Festival project.
Is it called Pura Vida?
Let's call it the working title.
That's a good
Pura
idea.
Vida Festival.
You can think about ideas for the name of this festival as well, but, you know.
Pura Vida Festival might... I don't know. I would like to know your ideas about the festival name. To people outside Costa Rica, it probably sounds a very cool festival. You might have better ideas. So let us know, starting there, what do you think about the name?
The Red Dragon Festival. Oh, funny.
Anyway, I'm really looking forward to working with you, and I hope we enjoy this, and I hope in 2 years' time, we're all going to be backstage.
And look out, we'll be moving to Montezuma soon.
You may even see us in school one day.
Thanks, Stuart.